Boy, Victoria's just crushing that can, isn't she? Everybody, welcome to Football Guys Sunday morning live. I am your host, Joey Wright, here as always with my favorite Fort Collins resident, Jagger May, and my favorite Columbus, Ohio resident, Jeff Bell. Guys, how you doing today? What's going on? Tell me.
Oh, doing pretty good, man.
Sorry that I gave away your locations.
It's okay.
Saw The Wild Robot yesterday. Fantastic movie. If you can get away with the kids, or just even like it's not even a kids movie. It's a great movie to check out for anybody. So, good mindset there on that Wild Robot, and make sure to check it out.
Awesome.
Not sponsored by, but could be.
Jagger, did you watch any movies this weekend?
I watched, like, Netflix keeps pumping out animation, and I keep watching it.
Perfect.
I watched Zack Snyder's animated thing. It was very Zack Snyder. So.
I need to watch that Blue-Eyed Samurai. You told me that I would like that.
Oh, it's and Scavenger's Reign. Like, it's cinematic. It's not just like anime. So
see, we bring so much more than just football, especially in the first half hour. We really peel back the onion layers. Is that what it is? Is that what they say in Shrek? I don't know. Guys, we're here with you until 12:30 today. As always, our first half hour is always with our best friend in the entire world, Jeff Bell. Today at 11:30, we've got Victoria Geary coming in today to give us some start-sit advice, and we're super excited to have her on. And then in the last half hour to help us with those last-minute injury updates, Adam Hutchison will be in here with us once again. Guys, but let's take a look at those injuries really fast before Adam gets in here. Whoa, we're moving at the speed of light. I'm going to hit the first one because it was just announced about 20 minutes ago. Joe Mixon is out today. So if you've got Cam Akers, go ahead and get him in there. Other players out today that we've known for quite a bit now: Cooper Kupp, Tank Dell. I'll stop on Tank Dell. Jagger, that's two big Houston Texans that are out today, and Mixon and Tank Dell. What are you expecting out of this offense today?
I mean, they have a juicy matchup against Jacksonville, so it's just fire away with Stephon Diggs and Nico Collins, Cam Akers. If you have them stashed, you're putting them in your lineup. I've even moved Dalton Schultz up because like it's hard out there for a pimp, aka tight ends. So like I think he has a big chance as anybody to score.
That was that 3-6 Mafia hard out there for a pimp? Was that
that and like Hustle and Flow specifically?
Yeah,
so.
I remember them on the Oscars singing that and being like, The Oscars have come so far. We've finally made it. Also out today, Evan Ingram, Jaylen Warren, Devonta Smith for the Eagles, Trey McBride, Austin Eckler, David Njoku, Devontae Adams, and A.J. Brown. Sorry I didn't have the Devonta Smith and A.J. Brown right next to each other. That's on me. I should have had those players next to each other. But Jeff, those two Eagles down. Who's catching the ball there today in Philadelphia against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
I mean, the easy answer is going to be Dallas Goedert, but at the same time, if he's getting defensive focus, I don't know that I trust Dallas Goedert to be able to get open. I think it's just going to be a heavy dose of Saquon Barkley and try to get this win. I do believe Vita Vea is going to be back for your Buccaneers, Joey. I think Kalijah Kancey is still out, so they might not be able to get the run game rolling. They might figure out different ways to get the ball to Saquon Barkley, and it might be the passing game there.
Okay. All right. You know what? Thanks, head coaches, for giving us some clarity today. We did not have a whole lot of like main questionable people today. We kind of got the answers on the questionable people. Jordan Love actually is expected to play today, so he should be on this next graphic. First player. So Jordan Love expected to play today, but also George Kittle. And Jeff, before the show, you were kind of going through your outlook on tight ends rest of the season. I thought that was really interesting. What is your outlook this rest of the season on tight ends?
Yeah, I think there's a general consensus right now that the tight end position is dead or something to that effect because we've seen a slow start. But what I believe is happening is we've seen teams adjust to this cover two look and by running the ball and playing a little bit heavier there. And so what you're going to start to see, and Jagger brought up a good point pre-show, how nickel cornerbacks have transitioned to kind of being safeties or hybrid players where they're trying to find safety / linebacker / cornerbacks. You're going to start to see the defense start to work up a little bit to stop that run game. And then that is going to open up these pockets for these high-end tight ends to operate in there, slide in there behind the linebackers and those layers between the linebackers and the safeties. And I think that that's what you're going to start to see out of these high-end tight ends. There's too much money invested. There's too much talent at the position for it to just be a dead position. We're seeing so many teams that have transitioned to running primarily 2 tight end sets. And so I just think there's a lot of factors that are at play right now. We're already starting to see, even last week, we started to see that passing game loosen up a little bit as teams have gotten their reps and kind of knocked off that preseason rust that doesn't get knocked off. So I think one of these weeks, maybe it's this week, we're in for kind of the tight ends to pop a little bit and maybe the tide to turn there.
I hope from your mouth to the NFL's ears, because we need to see those tight ends hitting the field strong. Also expected to play today, Deebo Samuel, Alvin Kamara, Chris Olave, Justin Herbert, Kenneth Walker expected back for Seattle. That's exciting to see. Keenan Allen, Deontay Johnson, and Rashad White. Bucky Irving was also questionable. He's expected to play today as well for the Bucs. Not expected, though, for the Buccaneers is Jalen McMillan. So once again, thank you, NFL, for being a little more clear than you were last week on who's going to be in and out. Hopefully you're not pulling the wool over our eyes and everything you said is correct. But guys, let's get to answer some start-sit questions. Real quick, though, make sure if you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and like and subscribe to the video. And I mentioned Victoria going to be here in the middle of the half hour. We are here till 12:30, but when she is off at noon, she will be hopping over to our Discord to answer any start-sit questions in our Sunday kickoff AMA. So make sure you join our Discord, and I'll have Jagger or Jeff go ahead and throw the link in the chat for us. And guys, let's answer some questions. Citron Physics, first one in here today. Good morning. Happy Sunday, everyone. Happy Sunday to you. Nita Flex, Debo, Ramondre, Coleman, Worthy, Jennings. Thanks for all you do. Jeff, go ahead. What are we thinking there?
I think that Deebo Samuel stands out, but I know we talked about it with Dave Kluge on our Friday show, talking about how when Deebo's injured coming into a game, that kind of ends up being a red flag. If I'm going for upside here, I'm looking at Xavier Worthy as a potential. He's been quiet the last 2 weeks, but it takes just one play from Xavier Worthy to make it worthwhile. But I mean, it really depends on your matchup. And for safety, that's where I probably maybe Ramondre. I worry about that matchup, but Deebo Samuel kind of stands out if all is correct.
Okay. Hey, Jagger. I don't know why I said hey before I said your name. That was a little off-putting. So if Deebo and Brandon Ayuk are on the field together, what are you expecting? I mean, Juwan Jennings had a career day last week for the 49ers. What are you expecting out of him today if both those other wide receivers and George Kittle are on the field?
I mean, the Patriots are only good in one area right now, and it's like they can slow down the run a bit and Christian Gonzalez, and that's basically, I mean that as the team on both sides of the ball. So I wouldn't mind throwing Jennings in my lineup. I'm not telling you, Citron Physics, to do this, but like if you need a flex, I wouldn't mind putting Jennings out there. I'm incredibly bullish on George Kittle this week, and we need to be patient with Brandon Ayuk. I know we think that, he's being like not so friendly. I don't want to sorry Joe this because he's literally here in the comments, but like I definitely think we just need to be patient with him because he hasn't been with the team. He needs to catch up, and I think those games are coming, and I'm going to continue to put him in my lineup.
Yeah, real quick, I think on Ayuk, they kind of used him closer to the line of scrimmage with Samuel out, with obviously Christian McCaffrey out, and with Kittle out last week, and that's not really his game. And that's where you were able to see Juwan Jennings get off against a Rams secondary that is horrible, that has multiple safeties, like Jagger mentioned, playing in positions that they shouldn't be in, is down their one outside cornerback and is playing a nickel in their outside cornerback role. Trey White is not really what we were expecting. And that's why Jennings was able to make plays downfield. With Deebo Samuel back, I would expect, and George Kittle back too, I would expect Ayuk to work in those natural areas where he works usually.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Q School in here. Oh, look at that cute baby. Happy Sunday, football guys. Happy football Sunday to you. He's got Saquon and Brian Robinson Jr. He needs 2 wide receivers and 2 flexes. So out of Debo, T. Higgins, J.K. Dobbins, Deontay Johnson, Khalil Shakir, DJ Moore, Jagger. Pick 2 wide receivers and 2 flex. So let's get those wide receivers out of the way first. Which wide receivers would you want?
I know the sure bets right now is Khalil Shakir is going to be in my lineup as much as possible. Mm-hmm. I know that we're really tired of the Bears talking about them in general and all their issues, but like Jeff alluded to earlier, the Rams are like a lot of the Rams are in like the same state as a lot of defenses. They're banged up and they have, they're giving up the most yards per game right now in the air. I would put DJ Moore in. Okay. What's the rest of the questions?
So we got Shakir and DJ Moore at wide receiver. So we need 2 more flexes out of Deontay, T. Higgins, J.K. Dobbins, and Debo.
Jeff, you take the rest.
Deontay, I think you have to put him in with what we saw last week, especially PPR formats. Then I kind of J.K. Dobbins, I think for me is a fade relative to what we've seen from the Chargers offense, especially with if Justin Herbert, I don't know, was there a note that he's playing or not playing?
He is playing.
He's feeling better than he was last week. That's what he
good
said
for him.
from his mouth.
But that offense scares me, and it really kind of comes down to, I guess I would probably play T. Higgins in this matchup, kind of playing him as a foil to Deontay Johnson, and hopefully leaning into that script with the Bengals and the Panthers kind of shooting out. You'd be in position to take advantage of both sides there.
That would have been my answer.
Oh, look at this. I'll just agreeing this morning.
I love Jeff together. Blessed your heart, Justin Herbert. He's good for you. Bless your heart. You're going to get slaughtered.
I'm concerned.
Luca Trinzo in here. Good morning, guys. Another strong week last week. Thanks to your help. Oh, how about that? All right. Connor Montgomery or Brian Robinson Jr. Pick one of those running backs, Jeff.
I want James Conner here. Probably out of the 3 of them, I really want every piece of that going against the Commanders defense. I like all 3 of these guys though this week.
Yeah.
I got offered a trade this morning. My Chris Godwin. No, it wasn't you. My Chris Godwin for DK Metcalf and Brian Robinson Jr.
I would probably take that trade.
See, man, but Jeff, just last week on the Dynasty show, we talked about when you have the chance to take your guys, Chris Godwin's my guy. But man, that's a lot. That's a nice little package for him.
Where do you guys have Brian Robinson landing this week with Eckler out of the lineup?
I have him as my RB4. Like I had him up really high and then I lowered him down. I'm like, you're just being ridiculous now. So
I've got him top 12.
Yeah. 9 for me.
Right. So. Okay. So I think Jeff's the happy medium between Jagger and I. Mike Mitchell in here. Look at that dog. Good morning, all. Full PPR. Need 2 of 3 for my wide receiver spot and flex spot between Odunze, Kenneth Walker, and Jawan Jennings. And my 4-legged pal Cooper says thanks. Cooper, thank you for being here. And I really hope when I said Cooper's name, he went like that at the TV because that would just make me happy. All right. So Jagger, Odunze, Kenneth Walker, and Jennings. He needs 2.
I'm going to put Odunze in for the same reasons that I mentioned earlier. That connection is, that connection is real with Caleb Williams, and that's a very porous defense. And then Kenneth Walker, as much as I like Jawan Jennings as a boom bust, Kenneth Walker has a safer floor.
Nice vocabulary word with porous. We need to get a little thing where we have like, when you say a cool word, we put a little graphic up of what the word is and what it means. More to help me. But Scott, bets. Oh, we don't do betting. We do props, though. Good morning, guys. I need 2 of these 5. PPR, Debo, Jawan Jennings, Terry McLaurin, Jameson Williams, and Xavier Worthy. Jeff, give me 2 of those 5.
I definitely want McLaurin. I think the Commanders Cardinals, again, I want pieces of that. I probably lean Jameson Williams here over Xavier Worthy. They're kind of close-ish, and you're kind of dealing with the same thing there. But it's I'm just nervous about a lot of the 49ers. I think the 49ers could get up big on the Patriots, and you could get a lot of Jordan Mason and not a lot out of the passing game, I feel like.
All right. Andrew in here with us. Good morning, Andrew. Happy Sunday, and we appreciate you as well. Would you start Darnold or Fields this week in Superflex, Jagger?
I'm starting Justin Fields. They have a really easy matchup against a team that's backsliding a little bit. I've been telling folks that I love Anthony Richardson and you're going to hold, but it's not going to get better this game. I do think it's going to get better for Justin Fields.
All right. Love or Geno, Jeff?
Geno. Jordan Love scares me really a lot. We've seen Minnesota defense look strong, and Geno is facing a pass funnel Detroit offense in a game that could shoot out.
You got him off your back, the Packers fans, last week on the Dynasty show, and you brought him right back, Jeff. Congratulations.
I could never not the doghouse of the Packers.
K-Tribs. All right. Good morning. With Olave, a game time decision, I moved him into my flex. Smart decision. I have Rashad White versus Philly or Najee versus Indianapolis. If Olave plays, should I keep him or in or swap him. He likes Najee a lot this week. Jagger, where are you at between those three guys if you've got to put one in for your flex? Are you holding out for Olave?
I'm putting Najee in regardless because Indianapolis is terrible and Atlanta has a low-key good defense.
Perfect. Gabe. Oh, is that the Triforce logo from? I was playing a lot of Breath of Wild yesterday, so I've been playing. Yep. Morning, folks. PPR. Kenneth Walker coming off the oblique injury against the Lions, or Bucky Irving versus the Eagles. Jeff, what are we doing?
Still Walker for me. There was a note I saw, lots leaning towards Bucky Irving, but there was a note that basically they still want to play Rachaad White. And Walker is facing that pass funnel defense against Detroit, which worries me. But I don't know. I don't know that I'm ready to start Bucky Irving quite yet.
I really thought Rachaad White was going to miss today. And I was like, well, there it is. Bucky Irving is taking that job. And I think Rachaad White got over his food poisoning real fast.
Irving is dinged too. So what's kind of a note there?
I am a little worried about Walker because the Lions have they've been run stuffers like Alex Anzalone, man in the front of that defense. Aiden Hutchinson's really breaking out. So you're definitely doing a floor play, and Bucky Irving, like Jeff said, is just like a boom bust flex at best.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing on Irving, we saw him running well last week, and then he got down to the 1 yard line on a 9-yard run, and they pulled him immediately, and that was frustrating and disappointing there. But if that's going to happen, that worries me on Irving.
They also should have given him the goal line carry. I don't know why they had Rachaad White in for that. Like, why?
So he could lose 3 yards and they could.
Yes, because that's what happened. Perfect. One more. What's your advice for those who lost McBride? I picked up Noah Fant, but is there a bargain basement tight end you like this week in half PPR? Can I take this one, guys? I do like Elijah Higgins.
Yes.
I was a huge fan of him when the Dolphins drafted him and then they cut him. And I was like, well, I don't want to know now. But anytime he's gotten looks in Arizona, he's looked really well. I don't think it's out of the question we get double-digit fantasy points out of him today. That matchup's going to be super fun.
Yep.
I am pivoting away from red zone to watch that Arizona-Washington game today. So. Yeah,
Elijah Higgins is the top 12 tight end for me this week. So
woo, love it.
I love it when we all do wild things together.
Yeah,
I'm just surprised. I've not seen buzz on him from what I've seen on social media, and maybe it's just because tight end. Who wants to buzz a tight end? But he's got a converted wide receiver that they really like quite a bit.
Quick, tweet it out so you can victory lap it later.
You should. He's got that basketball player profile out of Stanford. Not to get I know you guys are the dynasty guys, but he was my guy last year. So, oh, Scott, welcome,
hey, Tucker.
man. Yay. Yo, fellas, big dog here. Yeah, sure is. Should my man hold Steele or put up Jay Brooks? Oh, should he hold Steele or pick up Jonathan Brooks? I'd pick up Jonathan Brooks. I think that's a lottery ticket right there. He is eligible to come off the pup, I believe, next week, right?
Yep.
It's after this week. Will he?
It's going to take a while. I think that there was a note that it's going to be a ramp up. So,
Barkley, Taylor, Monte, Allen rostered. He's afraid of Dalton's one big hit away from retirement, and Bryce back in.
I think we're all one big hit away from retirement. So
I was about to say you can't really play that game, especially with quarterbacks. Yeah, you're pretty good to like Joey said, to pick up that lottery ticket and just hang on. Like Jeff said, it'll be slow, but he has a really good matchups at the end of the season.
Oh, speaking of one big hit, Snoop Huntley is starting today for the Dolphins. Forgot about that. All right, Justin. What'd you say?
Pro Bowler Snoop Huntley. He's a Pro Bowler.
I said pro roller. I was like, that would work too. All right, good morning. I have Chase locked in. Need to. Deontay Johnson, George Pickens, and DK Metcalf. So give me 2, Jagger.
George Pickens and DK Metcalf, even though that, it's DK Metcalf easily. Like he's a top 12, maybe even top 5 if he keeps up on this tear.
And I think Justin's at the hospital
this week. So
yeah. He's getting a lot of love. I think people like to see what Dalton did with him, and people are excited. Jeff, you love revenge games. Dalton, big revenge game today.
I love revenge games. The biggest revenge game.
Hellcat's in here. With Smith and Brown out, would you play Hurts If not, Fields or Williams. Okay, so Jalen Hurts, Justin Fields, or Caleb Williams. Jeff, pick one of those quarterbacks.
Hurts is still ranked above these two for me, but I do have them. I think I actually have them 9, 10, and 11 in my rankings. So,
yeah, same.
Oh, beautiful dog. Happy Sunday, Starshines. Love that. PPR, point for rushing and receiving first downs. Needs a tight end and a flex. Laporta or Likely, Jagger?
I'm going to put Laporta out there. I don't know what the Ravens are doing. I know who the one person who's going to get targets is Zay Flowers. That's the only thing that's guaranteed. And Justice Hill. That's the only thing. So I don't know.
All right. And then Jeff, Bucky Irving or Darnell Mooney?
Bucky for me. I mean, Mooney is a straight upside swing. So if you really need that upside, I think he does have a higher ceiling than Irving, but I do feel a bit safer for Irving.
Okay. And guys, I'm looking at the comments as I put them up, and there's just like a solid wall of dogs. Love to see that.
You guys
Thanks,
know
everybody.
you've learned.
Yeah, you've learned. Dane, good morning, gents. Parkinson, Taysom Hill, or Elijah Higgins today. So we have Elijah Higgins as a top 12 tight end, or any of those other two top 12 tight ends for you guys?
No.
It's Elijah Higgins. We're going to stand on that today, guys. Elijah Higgins. That's the man of the show today.
I tweeted out that I like Elijah Higgins, so there you go. Flag is playing.
And then Javonte or Patterson at the flex, Jagger.
Man, you're going to put Javonte in, but like Javonte and DeAndre Swift could be called the disgusting brothers when you look at their stats. It's not good. So.
All right, Alan Moore in here. Oh, that's a good dog. Good morning. The Watchman is in the house. That's right. You've learned. Yeah. All right. Shaheed or Zach Moss in the flex, Jagger?
I'm gonna roll Shaheed out there. You want to talk about another disgusting sibling? It's Zach Moss and the Bengals running back. So
yeah, it's funny if you watch Red Zone, Chase Brown looks like the best Bengals running back, but then when you watch the games, it's like no, it's actually Moss, but it's kind of it's kind of gross.
There's things like let's pickups and understanding where to be that Chase Brown is, I think, struggling at.
Dane's got another one for us. Waddle, Downs, Dotson, or Dortch? Needs two. Jeff.
Oh boy, this is where we are with Waddle, huh? I mean, I'm still playing Jalen Waddle. Hopefully that Tyler Huntley gives them signs of life, but the other one, I probably lean
Downs or Dortch.
Downs is a little bit of a safe floor play for me. Dortch is interesting against Commanders. That's where you're swinging for an upside play.
Dotson's not real, guys. I've given up, and you should too.
I don't know what they're going to do. This is I think it was one of the most intriguing games without Devonta Smith and without AJ Brown.
Hi, Producer D. What's up, fellas? What's up with you? All right. Jose Lopez. Good morning, everybody. I'm torn between starting Jaden Reed or Debo in a full PPR. What's the move, Jagger?
Jaden Reed, since Jordan Love is playing.
Yeah, I always like if you've got a solid option between two players and one's coming injured, just go with the guy that you know is healthy. Toby, it's on the dark side there. Look at that. Dobbins versus a good Chiefs defense. You okay, Jagger?
Yeah.
Or Akers mixing out versus the Jags. Jagger will go to you.
Akers for me.
All right. We got about 5 minutes left with Jeff. John Thompson in here, still coaching nowhere. I love you guys have your own jokes. I don't got to tell jokes. I love this. All right. Need two and PPR. Khalil Shakir, Juwan Jennings, Chris Olave, probably limited if active. Brian Thomas Jr., Michael Wilson, or Braylon Allen. Cheers, Jagger. Needs two of them.
Khalil Shakir should be in your lineup every week. Like he's like it's for real. Then I'm gonna play Chris Olave. I love Brian Thomas, but he's a boom bust guy. So like he's gonna get you 2 points or he's gonna score a touchdown. So that's where we're at with him.
Perfect. Tyson, morning. Pick 3 in full PPR tight end premium. London, Evans, Reed, Hill, Javonte Williams. That could be Jameson Williams or Kittle or Akers. Let's say it's Jameson Williams. Jeff, pick 3.
Boy, that's a lot of names there. I'd probably play Akers is really tempting to me, even in full PPR going against the Jaguars. That Tyreek Hill? Certainly not Taysom Hill, is it?
He said tight end premium. Tyson, I want you to do me a favor. It's still early in the day. Get back with us on the clarity on J. Will and T. Hill. And if you don't get to us,
Tyreek, I still play Tyreek, and then I probably play Drake London. And I really don't like sitting Evans or Kittle, but that's a lot of good players there.
Yeah. You did good, kid.
You came to brag about your lineup, and we've complimented you. All right, Dave in here with his burner. Atwell or Mooney, full PPR. Jagger, what are you telling Dave to do?
I think I might play Atwell for the ceiling. Just shoot for the moon here. He led in targets, and anytime you see Puka Nacua or Cooper Kupp out, Atwell just kind of sticks out. Everyone loves Darnell Mooney, but I'm not ready to love him back. Jeff, you got a counter?
What?
I was like, do you have a counter for that?
Yeah. I like Darnell Mooney over Tutu Atwell. I don't want any part of the Rams outside of Kyron Williams. I think the Bears defense is pretty good. I think that this seems like a get right game for the Bears. Maybe we certainly saw the Rams, their performance last week, but maybe a letdown spot. I think Mooney's good and Cousins is growing in the offense. And I think that despite what Vegas says, I do think there's shootout potential for the Falcons and the Saints.
That's fair.
All right, Andrew in here with us. Good morning, Andrew. Cooper or Myers? Jagger.
Jacoby Myers for me. I think the business decision with Devontae is that maybe he's going somewhere else.
Mm-hmm. All right, yeah. I saw the Willy Wonka video of this is what Devontae Adams is going through his first game in New York. I thought that was pretty funny. I don't want to give Jordan too much love, though. All right, Tyson. Good.
I was going to say, I asked Sig if Devontae Adams hurt the same hamstring as T. Higgins, but Sig wasn't having any of it.
All right. Half PPR pick one. Higgins, Shaheed, Shakir, and Dobbins. It's Shakir. I'm sorry we have to tell you that. Yeah. Rodney, can we trust Olave this week? On a football field, I think he can be trusted. Guys, where would you not trust Olave? Jagger, I'll go to you first.
I wouldn't trust him to bake for me because I don't really he doesn't have time or the technique. Baking's really difficult. So
I wouldn't trust him to not say the thing he's not supposed to say in an interview is where I would not trust him.
Ooh, okay. All right.
That was actually realistic.
Hot waffles. Ahoy. He's got his pancakes. He's ready to go. Some chocolate syrup and some whipped cream. That's a good time right there. Leo, howdy, fellas. And he put the cowboy hat. Like the cowboy hat because he said howdy. Like a cowboy. I already have two Cincy players starting, Chase and Higgins. Would you start Zach Moss over Josh Jacobs this week and have PPR? Jeff?
I would start Zach Moss over T. Higgins. So that's what I would do.
Ooh. Okay.
T. Higgins scares me, guys. I'll happily be wrong, and my teams would happily be wrong. T. Higgins scares me.
Okay. And Jagger, go ahead and rank Shaheed, Reed, and Ford. Did he do it for himself?
No, swap Reed and Shaheed, and then you're right.
All right. Mo, my third favorite person in the movie WALL-E. Hey, guys. I'm in a really tough jam. I have to choose between Tyler Badley, Chase Brown, and Xavier Worthy. I don't know if you're...
Tyler Bidet. I think it's Bidet.
What did I say? It's not Baddy?
You said Badley.
What's he even doing out here then?
I think it's Bidet now. I think that's officially really ended. It's Xavier Worthy. I don't think it's really close. I know he's been disappointing, but I mean, these other two guys are backup running backs until we see different.
So it is Bidet. I have to say it that way.
Yeah.
I really just want to say
not messing with you.
We'll
Team
see,
Bidet.
Oh, I thought that was ET president. Derek McLean. Hi, all. Pollard or London at the flex? Jagger.
London. Pollard is doing well in a vacuum, but we need running backs and good offenses, and guess who's not in a good offense?
Rachel. Good morning, Rachel. Good morning,
Hi, Rachel.
Favorite people. We love you so much. Need three. Rashad White, Alexander Madison, Chase Brown, Emmanuel Willis, and Cordero Patterson. Jeff, this will be your last question before we kick you off.
I'm still probably playing Rashad White against my own will. Cordero Patterson in this spot against the Colts. And then let's go with just swing for upside and play Chase Brown, I think, against the Panthers. Hope for a big play.
All right, Jeff, that's gonna end your time here with us today. Any parting words for the guests?
Have fun. Go get it. Clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose.
Mm-hmm. Every time you
Jeff,
say get. All right. Next, we're going to bring up Victoria to the show. Victoria. Oh,
hey,
no, that's not
guys.
Victoria. That's Victoria. Oh, Jagger, you do it. I'm going to sit back. There we go.
There we go.
How we doing?
Good. How are you guys?
Doing great. Victoria, this is your first time with Sunday Morning Live, and we want to apologize in advance for all the stupid stuff I say. But tell us, what do you do here at Football Guys?
Oh, goodness. I've been with the team for a couple of years now. I'm here for the good vibes and the jokes, to be honest here. I'm just having a good time. I was just on with Dave and Alfredo earlier in the week, on with you guys on the Dynasty show tomorrow. So it's been a good week.
I did see that. I think Jagger said it's Victoria week, and like I agree. Like it's all about you this week. Well, we're gonna throw you right into the fire. First question, Jordan in here. Good morning. I picked up Fields to start over Hurts with Brown and Devonta out. Is that too cute?
I think it's a little too cute. I'm slightly nervous for Hurts as well. I've got him in one redraft league going this morning, but I'm sticking with him. I think he'll just be peppering Dallas Goedert there, and a lot of the wilder wide receivers proved to be capable last week. So I think we're good.
Awesome. All right. Andrea, just tell us good morning. Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah. All right. John's got a question. Standard League, Swift or Sutton, Jagger?
Oh.
Yeah.
What's the waiver look like?
Oh.
Yeah.
If there's any week for Swift to get it, I actually wrote this in an article. If there's any week for Swift to get it done, it's against the Colts. If he can't get it done, Swift might be the worst player of all time. Like statistically, he might be the worst player of all time.
I dropped him in a few leagues this week.
Yeah.
It's at that point. Like I just can't.
I'm eating
him.
regretty spaghetti because I loved Swift one season too long again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
That's my favorite line of Full Metal Jacket, by the way, Jagger. So, hi guys. Do I start Kenneth Walker, Goff, Richardson? Okay, we'll start this over one. So should you start Kenneth Walker? Victoria, what do you feel about Kenneth Walker today?
I think if you got Walker, you got to start him. I know we're nervous, but you got to put him in this week.
All right, pick two of those quarterbacks between Goff, Richardson, and Dalton.
Oh, so many people are benching Richardson this week, right? Myself included in one.
Oh yeah, the Steelers are giving up the least yards per play. To give you an example of how stout that defense is.
Yeah, I think it feels terrible. It feels absolutely terrible. I think I would bench Richardson there.
Oh, guys, we've got a clubhouse leader for best name of the day. Huckleberry Pop-Tart.
Is that the dog's name?
Yes.
Please tell me that's
I
the
hope
dog's
so.
name.
Oh my gosh. Huckleberry Pop-Tart, if that is your dog's name, you have the first question answer on every show rest of the season because you have done well as a human and as a pet owner. Good morning. PPR, need one for the flex. Amari Cooper, Xavier Worthy, or Brian Thomas Jr. Victoria, where are you going there?
I'm sticking in the fire with Cooper this week. I know it's been really ugly for the Browns, but I think out of those guys, I'm sticking with Cooper.
Careful what you say about Browns players, or because the fans will come for you.
They are there.
Rhonda Commander. Oh, Rhonda, you were just like one comment too late to be in the clubhouse leader, but then, Huckleberry Pop-Tart had to take your thunder. So start two, Ayuk, Hopkins, Reed, Shakir, or JMO. Jagger, where are you going there, bud?
Shakir, I'll keep saying it, guys. He's a every week start, and then again, guys, Ayuk, the games are coming, so I'm gonna keep throwing him out there. You got to think about it. He needs a full training camp at this point. So,
yeah. All right, Kenneth Lee with mixing out Dobbins or Akers, Victoria.
Akers for me there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was tough. I had to think about that one. All right, Martha. Good morning, Martha. Odunze or Hopkins, Jagger?
Odunze.
Andrea needs one between Chase Brown, Calvin Austin, Naylor, and Cole Kmet. Victoria, just one.
Oof. I think I'm going Kmet there, even though Naylor's had a touchdown in all 3 weeks so far, but I'm banking on more volume with Kmet.
All right, Bohr. I remember Bohr from last year. Bor, is this your
It's
first
the
time in
Iron
this
Man
year?
fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
the 90s
Well-
Iron Man.
Welcome back, Bor. Morning. Trying to set the running back. So Chuba over Jacobs? Question mark. Jagger? Question mark.
No, I'm still gonna put Jacobs in.
Okay. All right. JT got games. Flex spot. Half PPR. Dunze or Mooney? Victoria.
Goodness. I'm going Mooney here. I'm going
All right.
Mooney. Out on a limb.
Excellent. And just a reminder, guys, Victoria will be in the Discord today from noon till just a little bit before kickoff, answering any of your start and sit questions once we get off here at 12:30. She'll be in there for the full hour if you prefer not to look at us and you want to like type your questions. I understand that because I've been there many times. All right. Michael, shout out to my PWJ partner,
Joe's.
Jeff. Oh, thank you. My Pros with Joe's partner, Jeff. No worries. Higgins will have a big day. Week healthier. Okay, cool. I don't know how to read, Victoria. This is another thing that happens on the show is Joey doesn't know how to read. And then people slip in comments and I read it and I get in trouble with Joe. It's like a whole thing. All right. Since Debo's playing, should I bench Jennings in the flex? Jagger, you said you were okay with starting Jennings in your flex earlier. Victoria, where are you at on Juwan Jennings this week?
I don't know if I can bench him after watching last week. I think he's going to be pretty involved going forward. And we don't know how much Debo's going to be playing as well. So, yeah, I think don't bench him.
All right. And FZware wants to know Rome or Judy. Now, he could be going on vacation because there is a Judy in Italy, I believe. Judy, Italy. Jagger, where are you going on vacation, Rome or Judy?
Definitely Rome.
Yeah. We've been talking a lot of travel lately on the show, giving some good tips. DJ Moore or Brandon Ayuk, full PPR, Victoria?
DJ Moore.
Okay. And Stevenson or Harrison, full PPR. We like Najee earlier. Jagger, you still sticking with Najee?
Yes.
Joe Bryant saying, my guys.
Hi, Joe.
Yeah. Do I say like Denzel Washington? Like, is he a my man? Yeah. That's how Joe probably says it. That's Joe sounds like Denzel. All right. Andrea in here again. KC defense or New Orleans defense? Victoria.
New Orleans.
Kobe Schlag. I like that name. That's a good one. Worthy Pittman or Braylon Allen? Who should they start, Jagger?
Let's shoot for the moon with Worthy. The Worthy games are going to happen. They're just playing pick and roll with Worthy and Rashee Rice, and eventually people are going to start guarding Rashee Rice.
All right. Jack, welcome in, Jack. Always happy to see
Jack.
you. Yep. No Crosby now for the Raiders and Huntley at QB for Miami. It's got to pick a defense, Tennessee or the Raiders. Victoria, what defense are you going with?
I'm going with Tennessee. The Raiders. I keep seeing a lot of people propping them up, but they just haven't produced for fantasy over the last few weeks with good matchups.
And Jagger, Deshaun Watson or Anthony Richardson?
Deshaun Watson. If Richardson has a pop game for sure, but again, the Steelers are the toughest defense right now.
Yeah, it's a tough matchup for Richardson. Yeah. And all right, Drake. Pick 3 between Odunze, DJ Moore, Jalen Reed, Rashee Rice, Juwan Jennings, James. Oh boy, you just came in to brag about your team. Victoria, we need 3. Yeah.
Definitely Marvin Harrison Jr., definitely Rashee Rice, and now Jennings Jameson.
DJ Moore?
I'm going DJ Moore. Yeah. What a wow, riches here.
Yeah.
You're flexing hard, my guy, and we see it.
He's flexing so hard, he decided to put the comment in here twice. And that's just, we don't like that. Just more work for me. Chooch in here. Chooch, I had a great dinner with last week. He was the winner of the show. Got to have a free Chili's dinner with me. Actually, it wasn't free. I made him pay. And it was delightful. We ate guacamole together and chicken sandwiches. But he wants to know Worthy, Coleman, or Waddle, Victoria.
Goodness. I think I'm sticking where Jagger's saying the ceiling this year with Worthy. I'm really worried about Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill for that matter. Sitting Coleman for sure.
CJ, who dat? Should I start Olave and Alvin Kamara even with them being hurt? Jagger, still starting?
Until he's from New Orleans for sure. I'm definitely starting Kamara, and Olave, it would depend on who you have. Olave's objectively good. It's just like kind of a difficult matchup against Atlanta. So if you have him and you don't have anyone like for real that's like a starter, you're going to put Olave in.
I was curious why you knew he was from New Orleans.
It's the Who Dat and the Saints jerseys.
Oh, I thought it was like camera placement. Like all people from Louisiana put their cameras on the floor to take pictures of themselves. I thought that was it. Okay, well, my screen got big. Okay, we get it, Drake. You got a good team. All right, D-Nice. Braylon Allen or Bucky Irving? Victoria.
Allen here, just with the injury concerns with Irving.
Yeah. Not get. Yick. Pick 2. Half PPR. Ayuk, Pickens, and Deontay.
Since you have these two, I would start Pickens and Deontay. Let Ayuk get all the way back. Like Deontay, Andy Dalton is for real. George Pickens is good, guys. Justin Fields is playing well. If the offensive line would stop getting penalties, we'll get touchdowns. So.
All right. Mr. Scampers, everyone's favorite chat cat. Look at these handsome
Mr. Scampers, what's up, man?
Bruce Jacobson. Bruce, welcome in as always. Ayuk, London, and JSN. Pick 2. Victoria.
I think I'd stick with Ayuk in London here. Tempted by
portion.
Yeah,
Yep.
tempted by shootout. Yeah, that is true. The volume's not there for me. But that one big week from JSN.
We've reached the point in the show where we have to pick between Dave and Alfredo. Dave wanted to let us know that he thinks Justin Fields. Oh, wait. Over under 22.5 points. Guys, what do you think? Over 22.5 points for Justin Fields today.
Hot dog. Anyone who knows me or watches the show, I've been holding these Justin Fields bags a long time. So.
They actually say Justin Fields on them. He carries them everywhere. It was really embarrassing.
And they're Louis covered, but it's just a bunch of JFs.
But guys, we do need to pick between Dave and Alfredo, as always, as we like to pit them against each other. This week, it's going to be who can correctly name the most Snoop Dogg songs. Is it Dave or Alfredo?
That's not a question. It's Dave. Like,
is it Dave?
Anything about Alfredo is like the whitest man alive. I mean that not his way, and he's like half Cupid, but like if you listen to this playlist, it looks like an old man. Like it's.
See, here's my rebuttal to that. I think Dave does know some Snoop Dogg songs, but I feel like Snoop is like the rap artist that Alfredo is okay to listen to. Like he's like, oh, I'll listen to Snoop. So I feel like Alfredo's got. I'm going to give my vote to Alfredo on this one. Victoria, we're going to make you break the tie. Who knows more Snoop songs, Dave or Alfredo?
I'm going with Dave. I think he's a big rap guy, so we're sticking there.
So the score, if everyone's keeping track at home, it's 3-1. Dave is now moved ahead of Alfredo. So we're here 17 weeks.
I got to rig it to get Alfredo some points.
I know. We got to get. I'll think about. I honestly thought Alfredo would get some Snoop Dogg votes there. Great info, guys. Top of the league, Joey. You'll never walk alone. That's right. Liverpool is at the top of the league. I'm not allowed to talk about that football. Joe will fire me. All right. The wins are in here. Half PPR, Hill or Mooney? Victoria.
Like Tyreek Hill?
Yeah, I think that's what he means. We're there. Like it's a realistic answer. This is a ceiling and floor question, to be honest.
Yeah, that's actually a great way to put it. And I'm sticking with Hill for this week, especially with the quarterback change.
Yeah. Snoop. Speaking of Snoop.
Yeah, exactly.
AJ Lee, full PPR, pick 2. London, Shakir, Debo, Udunze, and Shaheed. Jagger, pick 2 of those.
I'm going to put out London and Shakir for sure. Like Shakir's the truth, guys. Like I asked Jeff the question, what's the difference between Shakir and Zay Flowers? Statistically, if you put them side by side, not much.
Yeah, one more from them. Half PPR, Debo, Keenan Allen, and Pickens. Just one. Victoria?
Pickens.
Pick one. Yeah, I'm going Pickens with that matchup. It's pretty juicy today.
All right, Joe Perry. Hey, guys. Brian Thomas Jr. or Jalen Waddle, Jagger?
Oh, yeah. I know Brian Thomas is the wide receiver 1. Jalen Waddle's the wide receiver 2 in like a Snoop offense, and Snoop like funnels targets. I need your help, Victoria. Is it cute to think I'm going to put in Brian Thomas just because I know that he's at least going to get something? Like,
I don't think that's cute at all. I already said I'm really worried about these Dolphins wide receivers, so I don't think you're getting too cute there.
Jagger, I just thought of something, and I'm going to say this on the show. Like, Victoria, you play the guitar. Like, you can sing really good. We've all seen. I think we need to have her do our theme song for her episode next time. You have like a month, Victoria.
All right.
Will you do that? Will you do our theme song for us? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure.
Mm-hmm.
It's really not. I mean, the song's definitely got to be better than the show. So. All right. One more. Oh, wait, we already went over that. All right. Mojo, need to. Tyreek, Shakir, Jacoby, or Juwan Jennings, Victoria?
Ooh. Tyreek, Shakir. I could make an argument for Jacoby over Tyreek, but honestly, as well.
But physically clicking the button to bench Tyreek.
Yeah, feels wrong. So wrong.
William Ryan, Gibbs, or Devontae Johnson? What are they meaning there, Jagger?
Deontay Johnson.
Deontay Johnson.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. That's a much better question. Jagger.
I'm gonna put Deontay Johnson. I have Gibbs still ranked pretty highly, but that matchup is a lot tougher, and I think it's the truth, man. And by the truth, I mean the Red Rocket, Andy Dalton. He's the savior we didn't deserve.
Andy the Truth Dalton. I like it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Elijah Higgins or Cole Kmet, Victoria, where are you at?
I'm sticking with Komet. I think I replied to a friend of mine, Linda, on Twitter earlier this week. I was like, I'm too scared to put Higgins in my lineup. Not gonna lie.
Live, Victoria. Live.
So the thing about the theme song, you don't have to do it really, actually. No, I'm kidding. Just joking. All right.
You gotta do it.
Then, full PPR, lost McBride this week. Really sorry about that. Picked up Freiermuth to fill in. That's pretty good. Stick with him or pick up Higgins. That's a good line. Jagger, Freiermuth or Higgins, where you at?
Now I feel good about Freiermuth because I think he is second in targets on that team. And like I said, the Colts are just hot garbage. They're bad right now.
And Fields and Kmet were a nice combo last year. So Fields likes his tight ends. All right. Ramiro Garcia, morning, need 1.5 PPR between Michael Wilson, Jahan Dotson, and Keon Coleman. Victoria, you going to go with your bill?
I'm not. And this I'm going with Michael Wilson.
Me
just
too.
With Trey McBride out, yeah.
That was a test and you passed. Oh, but they got Chelsea logos. So let's give them the wrong advice.
Oh, my bad.
No.
Well, you would tell them Jahan Dotson then. Never Jahan Dotson if we get any more of those questions.
All right. Jeff Haas. Carr, Caleb, or Love, Jagger?
It's Caleb for me for this matchup. I think he's got as easy as a matchup as it comes, and we saw him have a decent 300. And a lot of people haven't talked about it. He threw for 300 yards against a tough Houston defense, so I'm willing to roll him out there. And I don't know how healthy Love is. Yeah,
like I've got Love in quite a few places, and I really want to put him out there, but if I've got a decent option, I'm just gonna give it a week. Just pump the brakes a little bit. Conklin or Elijah Higgins, Victoria?
The Conk. Magic Conk.
I'm gonna get you to say Elijah Higgins for the show's done. I'm telling you what. Right. Need to sit one in tight end premium. Algier, Pop Douglas, Emmanuel Wilson, or Johnny Munn. Scampers, I really thought you were going to do the Scampers thing and not give us a tight end and say tight end premium, because that'd be like a very Scampers thing, but you threw one in at the end there for us. Jagger, sit one.
Algier? I think Emmanuel Wilson is like a somebody, definitely. Pop Douglas is leading the Patriots in targets, however ugly that is. Johnny Munt is a somebody. Like Jeff kept bringing him up. I'm like, that's not even a real person, but he is, guys. He's for
Now you sound like my dad. You're not a real person.
Oh man,
I know. I had to bring it down.
It's not your fault, Joey.
Yeah, I keep telling myself that, but. Apparently it is. So, Mr. Camper is saying, don't judge. Well, you're watching the wrong show if you don't want us to judge you. And Diaz, anyone feeling brave enough to flex Trey Tucker with Adams out? Victoria, how brave are you feeling?
Not very brave with Trey Tucker, but it depends on your options. Diaz, can you send us your options? That would be wonderful.
Yep. So that's relative. So.
Loud Entertainment. Pick 3, half PPR, Deontay, Tyreek Flowers, DJ Moore, and Stevenson, Jagger.
I'm sitting Tyreek because you have all these safe receiving options. And then I'll probably bench Stevenson. It's not the best. The Pats don't have the best matchup against the 49ers. Fred Warner's the Terminator, guys. When it comes to tight ends and running backs, he's an eraser. So
I'm gonna go back to this in case anyone missed it. Victoria, do you know who was originally cast to be the Terminator in the movie The Terminator? Who the studio wanted?
No.
But they could not buy him as a killer, and James Cameron said, "No, he won't be in." It's O.J. Simpson. It's 100% true. Yeah, but James Cameron said, "Yeah, I don't think he could be a killer." So
Too soon.
Get this bodybuilder.
It's too soon. Okay.
Yeah,
Still,
Still too soon.
Is it? I think that expired like 20 years ago. But okay. All right, I'll be sensitive. Pick 2: JSN, Amari, or Kenneth Walker. Victoria, where are you going there?
Ooh, this one's hard. This one's hard for me. I think I'm sitting Amari here.
yeah, I was gonna say, look into your heart. You know what's true.
Good morning, football boys and girls. PPR, flex option, Cameron Akers, Rashad White, or Rome Odunze. I don't know why I called him Cameron Akers. Feels nice, though. I'm sure
His government name.
Is it? He went to Florida State, so I'm sure he gave up his government name. Victoria. Where are we going there? Yeah, we don't like Florida State here.
I gotta go with Cameron on this one. I know he let us down last week, only got that receiving touchdown, but much better matchup this week. They should.
Heidi, welcome in again. Need 2, PPR, Shaheed, Jerome Ford, Cooper, and Akers. Jagger.
Shaheed and Akers. We're swinging for fences with these 4 options.
All right. Nick's in here with us. Hello. You know, this is how I feel every time Hutch is on the show. How are you doing, fellow kids? That's when Hutch is here. That's how I feel. Half, tight end premium. Mike Gesicki or Mark Andrews. Victoria.
Oh my gosh. I benched Andrews. I benched Andrews this week for Zach Ertz, if that gives you any inkling of where I'm going. So Gesicki.
It does. Man, that's where we're at, guys.
It's gross.
Dane, thanks as always, guys. Love Sunday mornings. We love you being here. Thank you so much for being here with us. Andrea, Garrett Wilson or Waddle, Jagger?
Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson is like, okay, guys, he's not as bad as like data, whatever on Twitter says. So,
Michael, hey, we live. I don't know. Hellcats, Shakir Pickens, Victoria.
Oh, sorry, Jag. I'm going Pickens here.
No, that's fair. If you had drafted a great team, if you have to choose between Pickens and Shakir, you must be listening to us. So,
hey,
good for you.
Oh, Scott in here. Zay or Kincaid in We Rock? Jagger.
I'm gonna put Zay in because he's just guaranteed targets. I do think that Kincaid, I have him ranked pretty high this week. So like I'm curious what your other tight end is. That's my question. So
Jason wants to know if he should swap out the New Orleans defense for the Packers defense. Victoria?
I don't know if I'd do that. Packers have been on fire, but so have the Vikings. And they're without Jair Alexander today. So I don't think I'm swapping.
Yeah.
And Eric in here. Standard League, Akers or Hubbard, Jagger?
Akers.
Ooh. Victoria, I'm going to give you the tough one. Drake London or Dallas Goedert?
Oh, I don't like this, guys. Goddard's going to just be peppered today. Oh, that's hard. I think I'm going Goddard. Oh, it feels bad. But I'm going Goddard.
Z giving us a stat. Mooney has 1 less target than Drake London.
Z, what's up?
Great stat. Z will be in with us. I think in like 2 weeks we'll have him on the show. Looking forward to that. All right. Oh, why is it not working? All right, Mike. Potentially limited Kittle or Ertz this week in a guillotine. Looking for some floors here. Had CD give me the big game on Thursday, so that was nice to get the big game from CD. Victoria, Kittle or Ertz this week?
Considering the looking for some floor comment, I'd go Ertz in that with the comment, I don't know if I'd do it anyway. I'd probably still be sticking with Kittle. But if you're really just looking for a floor, he's had 40 yards and 4 catches the last couple of weeks. So.
All right, Andrew. Good morning. I'm contemplating Amari Cooper or Jacoby Myers at the flex, full PPR. What do you think, Jagger?
I almost said it. Is there Jacoby Myers? I think I'm there.
All right, my childhood best friend, Scotch Taco. True story. Watson or Braylon Allen, Jagger?
What Watson? Christian Watson? Deshaun Watson?
Christian Watson.
I'm guessing Christian.
Yeah.
I'm going to shoot. Christian Watson is a red zone guy, so I would just keep, praying that he keeps getting red zone targets.
Mm-hmm. I met Scotch Taco at a Wet and Wild, which is a water park, when I was 16 years old. We became great friends that day. We decided this is terrible. I probably should have been arrested. We decided to go down the water slide and pull our butts out so everyone above us would see our butts. We were very mature. All right. Z, need to. Shakir, McLaurin, or Tyreek?
Oh.
Congrats, Z. You ranked them. Good for you.
Yes.
Actually, I'd swap McLaurin and Shakir if I was ranking them. But...
All right. Terminal sarcasm. Pickens or Garrett Wilson, Victoria?
Pickens. I don't like the matchup for Wilson with Surtain.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Jeff Haas, Ramondre, or Keenan Allen, Jagger?
I'm going to put Ramondre in because, I don't know if Keenan Allen has a foot. I'm unsure. Maybe Adam comes in here and changes my mind. So,
well, speaking of Adam, he's in his Peloton class right now, finishing top 5, could have been top 3, but the Tyler Bidet talk caused me to regret. So
sorry, Adam.
Yeah, hopefully that was at 11:30 when he sent that. So hopefully he is showered off for us, so he looks dapper. He'll be in here in 3 minutes. Which reminds me, Victoria, you will be heading over to the Discord in about 3 minutes to handle the Sunday morning kickoff AMA. Do you have any questions?
Do I have any questions?
Yeah, do you have any questions? They're pretty nice in there.
No, I'm excited. Ready to get in there.
Should be. It's good. They're not nice to me, but they'll be nice to you. We'll put the link in the chat so everyone can hop over there once we get off. And let's see. Mike, Big Dogs, Kirk, Odunze, or Shaheed? Victoria?
Ooh, Shaheed.
All right. Whoop, I lost my spot, guys. Rhonda, she's saying bye, Jeff. Oh, that was a while ago. He's gone. He's off at soccer practice now or wherever he's going. Victoria, it's Scampers. Victoria,
Hi,
Scampers.
Scampers. I missed you, my guy.
Usually he'll give the guest 1 exclamation point, but you got 3 out of Scampers. So that's good news. 0-3, need a win. Full PPR, sit 1. Akers, Brian Robinson, or J.K. Dobbins, Victoria?
I'm sitting Dobbins here. The matchup.
Ezekiel, half PPR, flex. Shakir, McLaurin, JSN, or Ken Walker, Jagger?
Just 1. Okay. McLaurin, I think this is going to be a shootout game, and he caught his first accurate deep ball pass in his career, and I love to see that, and I hope we continue to see more with him and Jaden Daniels.
All right. And Greg, you already used your burner to ask us this question. Then you come in with your real government name. I don't understand what you're doing. All right. Akers or Najee Harris, Jagger?
Najee.
Great. Victoria, this will be your last question before we have to say goodbye to you. Hawes in here again. Deontay, McLaurin, or Olave?
Oh, my goodness. Deontay for the targets.
All right. Well, Victoria, thank you so much for joining us today. Look forward to having you back here. I think like a month from now, I think you're on again. We've got like a month rotation for everyone. So looking forward to that. Have fun in the Discord, and everyone. We'll throw the link in the chat. Hop over to the Discord, and Victoria will help you out. All right, guys. We're going to bring our injury expert, Adam. Oh, I got to kick her. How do I kick her off? Oh, bye.
Get.
All right. We're going to change that little overlay there. There we go. Adam,
Wow.
how's Peloton class?
It was good. It was good. I was kicking Butte, and then you guys talked about Bidet or Batty or whatever his name was.
What?
And that was it. That was it. I couldn't focus after that.
I believe Jeff on all fronts, but I really don't want to believe him on that. But Adam, we have you here. We have you here for a reason, because you're handsome, but also because injuries. So let's look at those injuries real fast. Out that we know today: Joe Mixon, AJ Brown, and I'd say Devonta Smith. Those are the big names today. What are you hearing about the Eagles wide receivers with why they're out today?
So, I mean, Devonta Smith was pretty straightforward, right? It's a concussion. Average times missed is a game for NFL wide receivers. They have a bye week coming up in week 5 here, so it made sense. I think AJ Brown was really close. I went back and forth. You know, the fact that he was able to practice even in a limited fashion on Friday, I liked his chances to play. I know that was kind of an unpopular opinion. It sounds like he's just on the wrong side of questionable, so he's going to be out this week. Bye week gives him an extra week to heal up. I would expect both back following the bye week, though. Week 6.
Okay. That makes sense. Tank Dell out. Also, Evan Ingram, Jalen Warren, Trey McBride, Austin Eckler. Now with Trey McBride, I want to hit on that. It is a concussion, correct? With Trey McBride?
Yep. Same thing. Tight ends, for whatever reason, just looking at sample, tend to miss a little bit more time than NFL wide receivers. That could be just based on the sample size that I'm looking at. But they do average more time missed. It's closer to 2 weeks. I still think Trey McBride could play next week. Concussions are highly variable. It depends on your symptoms. But when he was in the concussion protocol, it was probably going to be more on the side of doubtful for him to play this week.
Okay. And also looking at David Njoku. And what injury is Devontae Adams making up, Adam?
It sounds like hamstring. I know there's a lot of speculations with Antonio Pierce, guys, if they're taking it serious or not. I don't want to speculate. They said hamstring. I'll listen to them and follow what they're saying.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't mock people if they're injured. Questionable. We do know Jordan Love is going to play today. Are you expecting to be 100% out there?
Yeah, I would. I mean, when this injury originally happened, I was projecting a 2-week return. The re-injury risk is moderate, medium. I'm not too concerned on that front. He's going to have a brace on that knee, but this is a big boost for Jordan Love and obviously the wide receivers in the Green Bay offense. I was looking earlier. I think at Footballguys, we've got him ranked around QB 17. I think some of that was due to speculation that he might not play. I think he could be a little bit higher. I saw some start-sit questions about Jordan Love. I feel confident in fantasy lineups.
All right. And then expected to play today, George Kittle, Deebo Samuel, Alvin Kamara, Chris Olave, Justin Herbert, Ken Walker, Keenan Allen, Deontay Johnson, and Rashad White. With Ken Walker, what are we expecting there today? That seems to be the one that's like, yeah, okay, you're expected to play, but where are you going to be?
So with his specific injury, there's not a ton of data to go back and look at in terms of fantasy production. But when we talk about just Ken Walker, the player coming off of injury, he ranks in the 70th percentile in terms of fantasy production versus expected when coming back from injury. What that means is Ken Walker's a tough guy. He plays through injury. He does well playing through injury. Ranking in the 70th percentile is pretty good based on the sample size of players that I have. It's more about the matchup for Ken Walker, right? Going against Detroit, not a great matchup. Footballguys consensus ranking right now, we have him at RB25. I think that's fair. There's a couple guys that are ranked over him. Again, I think just because there was uncertainty if he was going to play this week, a later game. I'm okay playing over him. Guys like Cam Akers, Ramondre Stevenson, Rico Dowdle, Zamir White. I could be talked into Ramondre Stevenson. I know we had some Ken Walker start-sit questions, but just kind of in that tier to give people an idea of what I'm looking at in terms of confidence playing Ken Walker.
Okay. I twisted my knee getting into bed last night, and then I'm here performing today. So would I be in the 70th percentile, Adam?
You'd have to ask your wife. Oh, bump change.
Whoa, sorry, Joe. 0 percentile. All right.
I love it.
No. Yeah, Ken Allen, Deontay Johnson, and Rashad White are also expected to play today. And if my wife watches the show, I will not be expected to play. And not expected also is Jalen McMillan. All right. Let's get into some start sets. Sean Jackson, we're picking right back up where we left off. Enjoying a Guinness with us this morning. Good morning, lads and lass. That's not nice, Adam. I mean, that's nice. I think you're pretty. Half PPR. Start Walker, Chuba, or Jennings. Jagger.
Walker. After all that positive talk from Adam, and especially the options that you have.
Mm-hmm. I'm that mystic gaming. Start 2. Zach Moss, Drake London, Debo, or Jaden Reed. Adam.
I'm going to go with Drake London. I understand the Debo would likely be the player that I would go here. I'm going to pivot to Jaden Reed. I've got a lot of Debo Samuel stats. I know Jagger's usually the guy that comes hard with the stats. I got a lot of Debo Samuel stats, but I'll basically just summarize it as this. He is not a player that typically plays well coming off an injury. And then his specific injury, I'm a little bit worried about him this week. I think Jawan Jennings is an okay flex play, but based on these options, I would go London and Reed.
Excellent. And listen, I kind of want to be a little bit of a matchmaker here. I'm that Mystic Gaming. I don't know if you know Matchbox Games. Let me click comment. What's going on? Yeah, I can't click comments right now. There we go. Matchbox Games. If you've never met on that, you guys, there you go.
Wow.
Yeah. Love or Gino. It could be love for you both if I don't know. But I think he means Jordan Love or Geno Smith. Jagger.
I like Geno. I'm gonna keep playing Geno right now.
Okay.
That offense is hot.
I'm really sad that technical difficulty ruined that nice transition. But we live to see another day, I guess. Luca, got one more for you guys. Shaheed or Addison? Adam.
I am going to go with Raheed Shaheed. Chris Olave coming off an injury. Jordan Addison coming off an injury himself. I'm going to lead Raheed Shaheed.
Okay. AJ Lee again. Which side of this trade do we like? Jagger, you're a dynasty guy, so I'm going to come to you. Zay and Dobbins or Pickens and Reed?
It's a pretty even trade, to be honest, depending on how well considering how well Dobbins is playing. But I lean Pickens and Reed just because I like the positional value.
If this is like a redraft trade, if they're just needing a running back, this is a good trade. Then you like
trade.
It? Okay.
Yeah.
I would probably rather the Pickens and Reed side, but if I need a running back, Glam Chancellor. Morning. Flowers or Jameson Williams, Adam?
I would go Zay Flowers.
I like your avatar, Glam Chancellor. You're just touching. That's so funny. All right, Tony, half PPR, Darnold over Hurts as his wide receivers are out. Jagger?
I'm still going to play Hurts. People forget that he still rushes. So,
all right, all about NFL football. Greetings from Germany. Is it Guten Tag? Is that?
Yes,
hello?
it is Guten Tag.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guten Tag. Ford or Steele?
I'm
Adam.
going to go Ford.
Yeah, I would go Ford.
Okay. Ford or Steele seems like you're trying to pick out. I don't know, like a car.
Mm-hmm.
Ford or Steele. Ezekiel McLaurin. Just
yes.
Questioning. Yeah.
Yes.
Nixa in here. Full PPR. Pick one. Kittle or Goddard. Jagger.
Goddard for me.
Josh Sizemore. Which Tampa Bay running back should I play? Adam.
I'm going to go with Bucky Irving.
I like it. I think Tampa Bay should also play him. A lot more. Goddard. Ezekiel is out here just saying player names. White.
Oh, he's answering. Okay.
Is he answering? Ezekiel.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you for answering questions.
Mm-hmm.
That's my job. Stop. No, I'm kidding.
Hi, Ladarius.
Ladarius, what's up, buddy? Good morning. Quick question. 12-team dynasty PPR and need to start one in a flex spot. Dalton Schultz, Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, Jordan Addison, or Darnell Mooney. Jagger.
I need to start one.
Mm-hmm.
Keenan Allen. Actually, give this to Adam on here. Is Keenan Allen healthy? What's going on? Like, should you play him if he's healthy? Because like that's where I'm at. But he's already 32 years old and he has a heel injury, so I don't know what that means.
Yeah, it sounds like it's like a heel contusion. It's more of a pain tolerance thing. Typically, when you get playing and the adrenaline's pumping, that shouldn't be an injury that limits you too much. I was personally between Keenan Allen and Darnell Mooney. I could be talking to either one, but we've seen signs of Caleb Williams kind of breaking out. This is a nice matchup with the Rams, so I'm perfectly fine, especially in a PPR league, playing Keenan Allen coming off this injury.
Oscar, PPR flex, Juwan Jennings, Derrick Henry, or Mike Evans, Jagger.
Wow.
Mike Evans. Like, it's not even a question for me.
All right. And Daryl wants to know, Adam, Fields or Love?
I think I would go Love. I understand the matchup and I understand the rushing upside appeal with Justin Fields, but I think Love is a little bit more consistent of a player, so I'd be going him. They're close in our rankings. I'm seeing Fields at 11 and Love at 14. I think I would go give the edge to Jordan Love.
Okay. Hey, should I start Debo or Drake London at the flex? Jagger.
I lean Drake London.
Just a pile of books. I'm sorry. Braylon or Bucky Irving? Jagger.
I think I'm gonna go Bucky still.
Dave already has the win, but he came in for the kill. Alfredo definitely knows more Pitbull songs. That wasn't nice, even if it was true. All right. Adam, PPR, tight end premium. He's got Mason or she, Ayuk and Kittle on the same roster. Worth benching either Ayuk or Kittle with such a low total. Bench has Worthy, Wilson, Mooney, or Waddle. So would you play any of those players, Worthy, Wilson, Mooney, or Waddle over Ayuk and Kittle?
I think the only one I would consider, assuming that's Garrett Wilson, is Garrett Wilson. If you just wanted to diversify a little bit, I would stay away from Jalen Waddle. I know Worthy has a big ceiling, but he also has a pretty low floor. Yeah, I mean, if you wanted some diversity, I'm okay playing Garrett Wilson over either one of those guys, but it's not a bad choice.
All right. He's got a morning question for us, Ryan. 10 team, PPR, pick 2. Mike Evans, David Montgomery, Kenneth Walker, Jameson Williams, Chuba Hubbard, or Jordan Addison. Needs 2 out of that group.
Mike Evans for sure. And then I'm going to lead David Montgomery, just going, like, hoping that's going to be a high-powered game. And I think he's had like a touchdown every game since the beginning of his Lions career is what it feels like.
Austin Coffeemore, Justin Fields, or Geno Smith, Adam.
In that situation, would lean Justin Fields.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Tyreek, Juwan Jennings, Zay Flowers, or Jaden Reed. Who sits?
Jennings.
Who sits, Jagger?
It's Jennings. 2 guys are starters. 1 guy isn't.
Michael McMillan. Morning, folks. Half PPR, Monty or Chuba? Adam?
I'm going to go with David Montgomery.
Louis or Lewis is in here. Hey, crew. Help! Full PPR, Likely or Higgins? Adam?
Likely or Higgins. Is that which Higgins is that? Is that T Higgins?
Elijah Higgins.
Is that Elijah Higgins?
Yeah.
The fact that I had to ask that probably means I'm going Isaiah Likely.
Off the show.
That's funny.
These people. These people. All right. And Jagger, he's got the Bills D, but wants to know Titans, Saints, Raiders. Would you sub any of those in for the Bills D?
I might pick up the Titans. The Titans it's been crazy since they got rid of a defensive head coach and brought in an offensive head coach. Their defense has gotten better and their offense has gotten worse. So
Fabio, PPR. Okay. Yeah. PPR.
My preferred format.
Mm-hmm. Cook, Jacobs, Bijan, or Hubbard. Pick 3 of those, Adam.
Cook, Jacobs, Bijan.
Okay, Jagger, sit 1.
Hubbard.
There you go. All right. Mr. Scamper, shout out Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves soundtrack. I see you, Jagger.
Hmm.
Does that mean he would fight for you? He'd lie for you?
Yeah, I think he would. He should.
Walk the line for you? All right. I could do the whole song if we need. Half PPR, Ayuk, Tyreek, or Jerome Ford, Adam?
Sit one. Ooh. I'm gonna play Ayuk. I'm not gonna bench Tyreek Hill. I'm not gonna get cute with it. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna sit Jerome Ford.
Okay. Tip in here. Good morning, Tip. Always happy to see you. Fields or Geno, Adam?
Fields.
All right, Nate. Brian Robinson Jr. or Rashad White in the flex, Jagger?
Brian Robinson by a lot.
We already answered that one. Where's the jacket, Joey? Well, it's in my closet.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Honestly, that
You're
might
the
be the best
promised
question we
jacket.
got. Yeah, that's the best question we got today.
Wait, was I supposed to wear a jacket this week?
Every week, Joey. Every week.
Denim.
Oh, I'm supposed to do that? Did I promise to do that last week?
Or you can get
No,
the
I don't
bomber
know.
jacket with the scorpion in the back, like Ryan Gosling and drive.
And I
That'd
could
be a good
stomp
jacket.
some guy's head in the elevator.
Yeah.
That went south real fast. Guys, you know what? I have a jacket that I'll wear next week. I got it for my birthday. I think I said that last week. That's probably what he's referring to. Yep, I'll wear a jacket next week on the show. It's nice. I got it from LL Bean. Pick one of Keenan Allen, Rashid Shaheed, or Michael Wilson. Adam.
I am going to go with Keenan Allen.
All right, Jacob, 2680 Moses, Jordan Love or Tyler Huntley. Need the ceiling play. Jagger.
Jordan Love still.
All right. Cordno looks very inquisitive. DK or Moss at the flex, Adam?
DK.
I just realized, Jagger, I didn't get Victoria to say Elijah Higgins' name on the show.
Next time we'll get it.
Next time.
Maybe, hopefully not, because that means Trey McBride's out. So never mind.
Yeah, well, you never know. There could be a 2 tight end set going on there. Need help. I need 2 flexes. I got Brandon Ayuk, Jamo, Romadunze, or Shaheed. Jagger, what's Jose doing there?
You're gonna play Ayuk and Roma Dunze.
Okay, and then Adam, Komet or Gesicki in the flex or in the tight end spot.
You give Jagger the fun one, and then I got to pick between the tight ends here. I'm gonna pick. Ooh, I think I'm gonna pick Komet after last week.
All right. Greg saying we mooned those poor souls standing above us. Yes, we did. Should have been arrested that day. All right. Thanks for what all you do. Brenton Strange or Elijah Higgins, Adam?
I am not too aware with Elijah Higgins' game. So if he balls out, I apologize, Mr. Higgins, but I'm going to go with Brenton Strange.
I like Brenton Strange today, but it's okay. Carr, A. Richard Dalton, Jagger.
I think I'm gonna play Carr or Dalton there. I think I'll lean Carr just because he's been balling out.
Rhonda, listen, you wish Jeff well. Now you wish Victoria well. You got to get them when they're on the show. And if you're trying to say it's my fault because I'm getting to the comments too late, no, it's not. Maybe
so
you
say bye to Adam. Say bye to Adam right now.
Say bye. Yeah, that's exactly what we do. Rhonda, from now on, don't ask your start and sit questions. Just say goodbye to whoever you see on the screen, and then you'll be set. All right. Jameson Williams or McLaurin? Jagger?
McLaurin.
All right. Oh, I think I've been there, Joe, to where you're at in the mountains. I think I've been there.
Is that,
go ahead.
Is that Rocky Mountain National Park?
I think it is. I think that's Emerald Lake in Rocky Mountain National Park. All right.
I was just there.
Akers, Adunze, Addison, or Waddle? Adam.
I'm going to pick Adunze. I'm really struggling between Akers and Waddle. I know Akers is going to have the better volume. It's a full PPR. Sometimes I just lean the better player in those situations and hope that he rips a touchdown. I'm going to go Jalen Waddle. I feel like Jagger's going to go with Akers. So, but that's what I would do. I'd do Jalen Waddle.
Yeah.
All right. Eli Page, Brian Thomas Jr. or Waddle? Elmo wants to know. And say it like Elmo, Jagger.
Oh, boy.
No. Brian Thomas Jr. I don't have confidence right now. My voice is already weak. So
yeah,
I'm so glad he did not pick me for that one. I probably would have done it.
Top. Like if you can do Elmo, like you can like work child birthday parties. Like that's the hardest voice to do. Like other Muppets are very simple to do, but Elmo, that's oof. All right. I don't know what that picture is, and I'm afraid to ask. MDHD, PPR. I need one. I need a flex and a running back and a wide receiver. We all do. We need those positions. Who would you be sitting out of J-Mo, Michael Wilson, Akers, and Ramondre? Adam.
I would be sitting. I'm stuck between J-Mo or Akers. I think I'm gonna sit J-Mo. I really like Michael Wilson's matchup with Washington this week.
Yeah, that's gonna be a fun game. Dolphins or Saints, Jagger? DST.
Ooh, I'd go with Dolphins and expect like nothing to happen or everything to happen that game because it's like two ugly people, like ugly games fighting. You know, it's just
Deb's out there playing catch. This is fun. Walker or Higgins in the full PPR flex, Adam?
I am going to pick, assuming that is Ken Walker, I'm picking Ken Walker.
Deb, throw that ball for that dog. He looks like he's ready to play. All right, Steeler Nation. Start 2 in full PPR. Dobbins, Wilson, JSN, or Braylon Allen, Jagger?
I don't know what Wilson that is. If Garrett Wilson, I'm starting Garrett Wilson. And then I'm going to start Dobbins. It's a bad matchup, but he has volume. So,
Josh Allen.
Come on,
Bo
get out of
Nix.
here. Get out of here. Scram.
Nate, just subscribe to you all. Your advice worked for me last week. All right. Can't wait to poop the bed this week.
Uh-oh.
Right. No, thank you so much, Nate. We appreciate it. One by one, Jagger. We're bringing them over.
Mm-hmm.
Adam, you too. I'm sure you're helping somehow. Yeah.
Doing all that nerdy stuff.
Yeah. Guys, let me talk to you about the injuries. Yeah. He's got a flexor sprain in his left quadrant and expected to miss 4 weeks. I'm expecting about 6.
That's
there we go.
Adam's Muppet. If Adam was a Muppet, that would be his Muppet
voice. Start 2. Pittman, Waddle, D-Hop, Jameson Williams, Adam.
Oh man.
Start 2. I'm gonna pick D-Hop. I really don't want to pick the other one. Pittman.
Pittman. Okay.
Yeah, Pittman.
I really hope that we have this show long enough till we can do like a full Muppet episode where there's like Muppet versions of us. That'll be my walk off.
Keep subscribing so we can raise the production value, guys.
Dude.
We need Joe to fund this.
Joe, if you get me a Muppet version of myself, I promise you the ratings will come in. No one else is doing Puppet Start Sit shows. No, it's a demographic. Joe, I'm telling you. All right.
The NFL has Nickelodeon. We'll have Muppets.
Yeah. All right, Tate Van, new to the chat. Welcome in. I'm impressed that you have a computer underwater. That's what I'm most impressed by. Mahomes or Geno, Adam?
I'm going to go with Mahomes.
Mm-hmm.
Cheryl Gray. Sounds like a
Cheryl.
romance novel author. Yeah. How you doing, Cheryl? Deontay Johnson or Jaden Reed in standard?
I think I'd go Deontay Johnson by a little bit.
Tawana Williams in here. Hello. Do I play Cordero Patterson, Adam? No.
If you don't have to.
I mean, I think it depends on options. That's got to be a deep league where you'd be considering him. I know Jalen Warren's out, but I'd like to know your other options, but I would try not to.
We got about 5 minutes left, guys. Hello. I'm Alex. Hello, Alex. I'm Joey. This is Jagger. That's Adam. Rashid
Hello.
Shaheed or Khalil Shakir? Jagger.
I'm gonna play Shakir for the floor and the ceiling. Kind of, he's the top target in Buffalo right now.
And Alex, he says he loves us. Doesn't like us. He loves us. So
Well, that is very nice.
Like and subscribe, Alex.
yeah. All right. Carlos Estrada. That's a strong name.
Sounds like an actor.
Yeah. Carlos Estrada. I don't know. Full PPR flex. Need one. Worthy, Waddle, Bucky Irving, or Braylon Allen. Adam, where are you going?
I think I am going to go with Bucky slightly, but if you really just wanted to hit a home run, I could see you playing Xavier Worthy.
Okay. What movie would Carlos be in? Like an action movie, like I think like he's like a romantic comedy. He's like the guy that your lady leaves you for early in the movie, and then later
Well,
on you
just
find
look-
out she's happy. Yeah, he's really
Just looking at him, he could have any role that Damian Bashir would take.
Mm.
Basically, you know.
Good. Yeah, I like it. All right, Shaheed or JMO in the flex spot, Jagger.
JMO.
All right, and Addison, Leggett, or Jacoby Myers, Adam.
Jacoby Myers. I like Jacoby Myers
Adam.
this week.
Adam, what NFL team are you a fan of? Why am I forgetting this right now in the moment?
I'm from the Chicago area, so I root for the Bears. My wife
Okay.
is a diehard Colts fan, though. So
Y'all
Okay.
just
and
sad
Bears.
all the time. That's just
Mhm.
an oppressing household.
Yeah.
So is it
Yeah.
a house divided then today? Is it Bears Colts today, or was that last week?
No, that was
Yeah.
last week.
Yeah.
Okay.
She does this thing where she like asks, she's like, who won the game, even though she knows. She likes to be
Oh,
pretty
that's
smug
annoying.
about it. Yeah, I know. It was a tough week.
Why Adam's wife? I assume that's your actual name, Adam's wife. Why would I be mean? Just be nice. I don't know. Spot. All right. Abreu Cubanito. If I could pronounce it, you have a good runner for name of the day. Full PPR, Hurts or Jaden Daniels, Jagger.
Daniels.
Okay, and then Chuba or Terry McLaurin, Adam.
Terry McLaurin.
LaClorian, like if it was like an Elvish name, like if
Spears, Javante, Chris. I wouldn't be starting Chris Brown or P. Ryan. Jagger. Where you going?
Javante, that's rough, man. He's your RB guy too. It's rough for me. So Javante.
And then Adam, Brian Thomas or Shakir.
Shakir.
All right, and then a flex spot, Carson Steele or Lad McConkey. But he's got options like Quentin Johnston on the bench or on the waiver wire. Adam, where are you going?
I would go Steele, but Quentin Johnson should probably be picked up. I almost like him a little bit more than Ladd, assuming this is redraft.
Nick, go Pickens. Marcel, any tight end cheat codes? We like Elijah. Well, some of us like Elijah Higgins. Some of us aren't familiar with his game.
Yeah.
So, bench to drop includes DeMarcus Robinson, Chase Brown, or a defense, Packers, Ravens. If you've got two defenses, drop a defense and pick up whatever you need because there's really no reason to carry two defenses unless you have to start two. Keenan, Waddle, D-Hop, Brian Thomas, or Shakir, Adam?
Am I picking one or is it saying, am I
It's
picking
three.
three?
Top three.
Three. Shakir, Keenan, Brian Thomas.
Rena hitting us with, hi, guys. Hi, Rena. How you doing? Hurts or Rogers today? Jagger?
It's Hurts.
Is it Rena or Rina? Lynn? Yeah, that's a nice name.
Definitely Rena, I would guess.
Rena, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Mhm. Leggett or Dunze, and you have to say it like their avatar, Adam. Leggett or Dunze, give your answer now.
Dunze.
No, you put your hands to your face like this, like a little cute little thing.
Adente.
An anime girl.
I really hope my wife is not
I'm a
watching the show now.
Oh goodness. All right, last question, Jacob. Full PPR. Are we flexing Jacobs, Harris, Garrett Wilson, or Goddard in a favorable matchup with no AJ Brown or Devonta Smith in the lineup, Jagger?
Najee Harris. He has a favorable matchup too.
Producer D called me a jerk. Well, it's okay, Dustin. I still love you. Guys, thank you so much for being here with us today. Just a reminder, Victoria Geary is over in the Discord answering all of your start sit questions. Once we hop off here until kickoff, Adam, Jagger, do you have any notes for our audience today?
I'll just say good luck, guys. A lot of fun games today. You know, go any game against Arizona or the Lions or the Rams. Those are shootout games. And most importantly, don't freak out. Don't lose your head.
Adam?
Nope. I would just say, make sure you check back Monday morning. We'll break down injuries over at Football Guys. And then when you come next week, make sure your avatar is not anime or a puppet, because I don't want to answer questions in those voices and Joey's going to make me.
All right, new rule, guys. Instead of dogs, we're all about Muppets and anime girls. Switch those avatars Sunday.
All right, no, new rule for next week. If you put your avatar as a Muppet, I will read the question in that Muppet's voice. Wow. I'll do it like 5 times because it'll get really old. But the first 5 people to put a Muppet as their avatar, they get it in that voice. And I promise you, anyone that does Swedish Chef, you'll get your money's worth. Everybody, have a great week 4. Enjoy those games, and we'll see you next week.